So I have this Devin Haney theory. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person who see things this way when it pertains to Devin and Bill Haney. So let's talk about it. Here's my theory. My theory is that Devin calls out opponents, or Bill attempts to negotiate with opponents that they have no plan on fighting. And then they pick someone stylistically that is more suitable, a more winnable fight. And then that way they have the bragging rights of approaching the killer or approaching the big fight, and everybody's ducking them and everybody's avoiding them. And I have to fight this guy because he's the only one there. So this has been my theory since the whole Ryan Garcia fight, because I noticed that Bill claimed he called Matias pretty much at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and he said $4 million. By pretty much 8 o'clock, Bill was on the Boxing Voice, said that Matias ducked him, right? Or he priced himself out. They always have this back and forth with Gervonta, and the initial situation, they said they would go down to 135 to fight Gervonta. But then they kind of flipped it back with like, well, I'll fight him at 140 with no rehydration clause. You know he's not going to do that. So you know you're never going to meet in the middle. You're never going to get that fight. So you move right along. So now you technically can say that Subriel Matias is ducking you and Gervonta Davis is ducking you, because we already know he has an echo chamber on YouTube that's going to repeat it, right? And then you lock into a fight with Ryan Garcia. And as we know, that fight was rumored for weeks. So they was going back and forth for weeks. Now, mind you, Subriel only had one phone call. I think Bill said maybe he doubled up on it, but coming to find out, he was talking to the wrong person. So Subriel is free right now. The Ryan Garcia fight fell through. I bet you Devin Haney doesn't fight Subriel Matias. It's rumored now that he's going to fight Sandor Martin, which, again, that fits perfectly in my theory. You call out these tougher fighters, and then you fight somebody else. It's the same thing with Shakur Stevenson fight. Devin Haney was not going to make 135, shrink down to a skeleton, and fight Shakur Stevenson. That's why he offered him less than he would get by going through the proper channels. He knew he would say no, or he knew he would at least attempt to negotiate, and they would immediately move on and lock into a fight with somebody else. And that's what they're doing. So that's my Devin Haney, Bill Haney theory. And only time will tell if I'm telling the truth or not. But it's been pretty consistent. Like I peeped that long time ago, and it's been pretty consistent. I'm not saying they won't fight anybody, but right now they're trying to get paid. And what they're trying to do, they're trying to get paid, and they're trying to present themselves as the boogeyman. And again, as long as you got the echo chamber, you could be ducking somebody and say they're ducking you. I'm not saying Devin's ducking anybody. But we already know this is the same echo chamber who convinced people that Terrence Crawford was afraid of Errol Spence, and he was ducking Errol Spence while Errol Spence was actively taking the easy route. I'm out.